What's up, YouTube? Team Hitakiri Dazu here, and bringing you a video of a deck profile, rather. Um, I've been getting a lot of messages about the Tidal Mermail deck that I did like a YuGiOh Pro video montage of. I put it up a few days ago, so I've been getting a lot of people that have been interested in the deck list for it, and it's actually the deck I've been playing in real life, and the deck's really good. I like it a lot. It does a lot of crazy things, has a lot of good plays. It makes a lot of, really interesting things happen. It has a lot of really cool progressive combos. So I'm just gonna give you guys the deck profile on on it, and so let me know what you think about it. So starting off with the monsters, the monster count 32 monsters. It's a lot of monsters, but it's a 50 card deck. Now, first off, you're gonna say, "Wow, that's stupid," but Mermail's is a deck where you can afford to play a lot of cards because you have so much searching going on, and the more monsters, the merrier, because it makes Megalo more alive, Tias, lead, and it helps because I play the dragons in the deck too, so like it makes it really strong. And then a lot of the extra cards is just like traps. The deck benefits greatly by having a couple protection cards in it. So let's get right down to it. Starting with the monsters, of course we got one Mulan Glacier in the deck. He was always like iffy in Mermails, so like mono Mermails, because it wasn't as live as it could have been. But with the addition of the dragon monsters, especially Tidal, being able to manipulate the grave so easily makes him a lot easier to summon. So he's really good in the deck. Especially him comboing with lead, it's nice getting 3 cards out of their hand in one turn. Of course, we have 3 Abyss Megalo. I mean, what's Mermails without this card? Very powerful card. It's always nice doing a lot of combos, and it's really fun with the deck because you could also with the inclusions of Draco Sack in here, you could tribute the tokens off and hard sack these out of your hand, which is always cool because it allows you to give over Ophion, because you could tribute these and then just remove, just tribute someone for this, and then you could overlay with another guy on the board if you already had one, or just tribute someone for the lead. Like it helps. It's really cool. But so far the deck has had really no problems against anything. It hasn't lost a single game on YuGiOh Pro or in real life. Here's Abyss lead, obvious, just one. He's really good. He's got good attack. Does pretty good effect. It's nice being able to discard their cards. Triple Tias. The turtle helps out so much. It's a free add. I mean, it's really good to display 3 of them, and he helps with the deck a lot because you can just discard the dragon, special summon this, and then you use the dragon's effect, and so on. So there's so many combos that play out with the level 7s and the dragons. So Tias, really nice. Triple Lind, of course, it's just like a standard card in the Mermail deck. Like, she's really good. She's a pain in the ass. She's a free monster, all the time. Triple Pike. Pike gets off a lot of card combos. He's an easy summon discard outlet, so it lets you start a lot of plays. It lets you get the Dragoons out, so you can add the Megalo, or you can add the lead, or you can add the Diva, so you can start going crazy. And I like playing this card at 3 because I like his effect more than Turge, because especially on the opening play, like I said, you can't really use Turge's effect because there's nothing in the graveyard, so there's no point really discarding anything just yet. You play double Gundy. Really useful card. The deck pretty much cycles this card every turn. You always have a Gundy in your hand if you play it right, so you always are going to be adding monsters back to the field, which is good. And then we got the 1 Turge. Turge is really nice. Again, I wouldn't play more than 1 because, again, its secondary effect isn't as good, but it's nice that it's not restricted to just level 3 waters, so you can add back Divas and heavy infantries when you need to. But my favorite plays is like end phasing Abyss Spheres into Lind, and then bring out Pike to discard a gun to special summon Turge from the graveyard. And then you added the Marksman, and then you discard the Marksman to target to destroy a card, then you add another card back, so you could get 2 monsters out and blow a card on their field at the same turn. It's really good. So you just add back the Diva, or you add back infantry. So Turge is really nice. The non-Mermail monsters, you got Triple Diva. Self-explanatory, great card. It helps a lot of things, baits out some Veilers, which is good, and it's also just a big power card because it lets you do the synchros. And get the extra normal summon off if you want to do the whole thing to make Gungnir with the other fool. Triple Dragoons. I got 1 ultimate rare, pulled it in a booster pack. I've actually taken this deck to 3 tournaments. 2 of them I didn't have the dragons in them, but it was still a 50 card deck, and I won both the tournaments undefeated. And then I went to another tournament with the dragons in it and just destroyed with the deck. It's really good. And in the second tournament I won, I pulled Dragoons in one of the prize packs, which was nice. But Dragoons is just self-explanatory. He's the reason why the deck is good. That card should get limited because it's just too powerful, getting anything you want. Triple Infantry, really nice card. I like playing the 3 because, you know, Ophion is a thing, and it's a pain in the ass to get through, so it's nice being able to blow it up quick. And also, having it in your hand, there's so many discard outlets. You got Turge, you got Triple Pike, you got Stream, you have Tidal, so there's so many ways for you to discard this card. You have Megalo, Tias, Lead. So pretty much every monster in the deck that isn't an Atlantean discards, which is great. That's why the deck works so well with just 32 monsters. You just open a hand of 6 monsters and be like, okay, just go crazy because it works. Like, all the effects are just so good. Triple Atlantean Marksman, it's awesome. I mean, his secondary effect, especially summon a dude out of the deck, is fantastic. And then also his ability is broke. It's a freaking MST for no reason, just because you discard it. It's really good. Or a Raigeki Break, whatever, I guess is the better one. 2 Stream. I do not want to play 3. I just don't have the room for it. I'd rather play the 3 Pikes because I want to get stuff back. Because you get the dragons really quickly to your hand anyways. You always pretty much draw them. And there's drawing these is good, but I mean, you don't always have the good enough hands with the dragon. Like, sometimes you have the Stream and a Megalo. It's like, I can't really do anything because I don't have another monster for the Megalo, or I'll just lose too many cards to do this play. So, I mean, the Stream's good, but it's only good in, like, certain situations. That's why I didn't want to play 3 of them. But the 2's fine. It works when it needs to work, it's why it's good. And then you got the Triple Tidal. Broke-ass card. Too good. Not fair. I don't know why they made these dragon cards. I'm actually about to put together the dragon deck as well, so I should have the video up on that pretty soon. Love that deck, and just including this in this deck makes it that much better. It's a rank 7 every turn, or 2. If you have the Stream, you can make 2 rank 7s in one turn. I've made Draco Sack Big Eye one turn. One time I actually had double sphere set. I did Big Eye, Draco Sack, Gaios, and one time I've done Draco Sack, Gaios in one turn, just to be an ass. Like, it's crazy. This card really helps a lot. Especially since if you can remove one from the grave to special one, and then you add a baby back, and then you discard the baby to special summon another guy. Like, you didn't even use a Mermail, you just use a dragon effect to get 2 dragons on the board. Yeah, both the effects are activated for the turn, but dude, you get a free rank 7, and you can still go off with the Mermails or a Diva. Like, it helps out so much. They bait out a lot of cards. And it's nice that he goes back to your hand during your opponent's end phase, so you can start discarding more Mermail cards, more Atlantean cards, so and you send them to the graveyard. Like, it's great having Tidal, discarding Gun, sending Lead to the graveyard, Gun activates, boom, Lead comes out, and then you summon Megalo or summon Tias. Like, it's really cool. Spells, not a whole lot. You don't really need them. Triple Space, though, it's nice to blow up backfields. And nice, you discard Marksman, and then you chain MST when Marksman's targeting a card if they're going to activate, which is nice. You get 2 cards off. It's really good. Heavy, of course. Heavy Storm is a powerful card. It's always nice to have. Reborn. Again, this is a power card. It helps the deck so much. Avarice. Ridiculous. You have a full graveyard on turn 1, dude, if you have opened like a good hand. So this card's always live. Dark Hole. Always a good card. And then Book of Moon. It's just too good not to play now, because it just stops a lot of things. Like, Exceed Summons are just way too good, and especially against like dragons and this mirror match for this deck, you just want to flip stuff down against Draco Sack. You want to flip them down. You don't want to screw with any of this stuff. But then the traps, you got the Triple Abyss Sphere, of course. It's mandatory. Well, not really, but I mean, you want to have it as quick as possible, and you want to have 3 for the Megalos to search out. And then the rest of the traps is just my preference. Like, the reason why I play the 50 cards is because I added the dragons in. That's 5, and then the extra 5 are these extra traps. Triple Fiendish Chain, awesome. It does so much. Like, it stops a lot of things from happening. It's nice stopping attacks, nice stopping effects, especially in the mirror match. Stopping, Divas, stopping Megalo, or you're stopping Draco Sack. Like, it's a really good card. I like it a lot. Stopping Thunder King so you can add cards. Like, you summon Pike, activate effect, discard, then chain. Same with Breakthrough Skill, broke as hell card. I mean, this is like the best trap card in the game right now because you get to use it again on your turn. I love this card so much. It helps out. It just helps out way too much. I'm just lost for words. It's too good of a card. Side deck for this deck, Triple Max C. Actually looking for a 3rd secret if any of you guys have one, but yeah, Triple Max C. The card is way too good right now. Especially against dragons and this mirror match for this deck and a couple other decks. Like, Maxi is really good, but against dragons especially, like, puts them on lockdown. So Max C, Max C, Max C, and you like to draw more cards, which is nice. Messenger of Peace, always good. Gives you time to set up, and it's really annoying for people because, especially if you have Sense Between the Chain, like, you don't know if they want to MST that or the Messenger of Peace. So I mean, this really good. Plus, you side in other continuous cards like Imperial Iron Wall, triple of that, stops dragons, and then you obviously side out your titles if you wanted to play these, or if you wanted to be more effective. You want to play these against Prophecies. You shut down Fate, dude. The deck just can't play anymore because that's like their best card. So Imp Iron Wall is pretty good. You can side it against Evil Storms if you want as well. Triple Dusters. I love this card a lot. I like it more than Malevolent Catastrophe because I'm not restricted to having to have my opponent attack me. Yeah, you don't destroy as many cards, but you don't need to destroy a lot because you have Marksman. Like, you just want to get rid of the macro. You want to get rid of the that D-Fissure, and then you just blow everything else up with your Atlanteans. And then Double Mind Crush. Still a good card, still helps, especially against the dragons. Like, it gives them one less card to discard for a special or discard for a surge. Yeah, they get to remove it, but I mean, whatever. At the end of the day, it's not the big of a deal, you know. Against Prophecies, it's a really good card still. Discard Judgment. Not just Judgment Day, because they can chain it. Discard like their Master. Discard their Temperance. Or not Temperance. What's the little kid? Magician. Spellbook Magician. The little blue guy, Harry Potter. Yeah, and against Fire Fist, of course, the deck searches out too much. Everything just searches, especially the mirror match. Oh my gosh, they add I Diva-ed I Mind Crush double Diva off a guy because he added him. He did the he did a Pike Turge play where he added one from the grave, one from the deck, or not one from the deck. He did a what did he do? Dragoons. It was Pike, discard Dragoons, add Diva, and then Turge, discard Dragoons, add Diva, and then I Mind Crush both Divas. It was pretty good. And the last two cards, Eradicator. It's really good card. It really helps out against Prophecies. They open up, 4 or 5 spells, 6 spells, and then they have to lose at that point because you have so much pressure on against them. They don't really have anything to stop it. Extra deck. Got first off, like, these tokens. Well, they're just Pokemon cards, but I use them in playing against dragons to show like which ones have been activated. So for my deck, I still play these ones like Blastoise and Squirtle. It's Tidal and Stream, and I got Charizard and Charmander. That's Blaster and Sparks. And then there's Tempest, Lightning, and then Redox and Reactant. It's just really funny. I don't know if this is in order, but I'm just gonna play whatever it is. Armory Arm Ultra. It's a really good card. Helps out a lot. Sometimes you can make it really easily. Sometimes it's just not that necessary, but it's still nice to have. Abyss Roller is really nice to have. It helps out a lot against a lot of decks, especially rogue stuff like frogs or Insectors, or Dark Worlds. Like, shut their crap down without having to play like side cards for that. Scrap Dragon, always nice. It's good to make, especially with D-Fissure and stuff. Black Rose, nice to have. Leviathan. Levier, he's whatever, to be honest. I'm going to take it out for a Dracossack. YuGiOh, I like playing 2 YuGiOhs. Zenmains, it's whatever. I'm probably going to take him out for the second Dracossack. Catastor is good. YuGiOh, I want to play 2 YuGiOhs over 2 Big Eye because I like his effect more. And then I like being able to special summon it with Gun, so I get a free beater on the field, Gungnir, always good. Dulorn, the most overpowered synchro in the deck, for sure. He makes so many plays. Ridiculous plays. My favorite I've done with him recently was against dragons. I summoned Pike, discarded Dragoons, added a guy, and then set a card pass. He goes, he discards Lightning to bring out Tempest. I chain Max C, and then I draw 1, and he doesn't want to do anything else. And then I go and summon Diva. He Valors it, and then I reborn my Maxi from the grave and then synchroed with Pike and Diva to make this, and then bounce the Maxi back to my hand. And it was really good. He was like, oh crap, and then he had to go off next turn, but I drew 6 cards and OTK'd him, so it was pretty good. So I like this card because it lets you recycle Fiendish Chain. Like, if it's sitting there, recycle it. Or if you do something against them, you make Lorne that turn, bounce it back, set it, so you have another negation, another attack stopper, so you can keep him on the field. Because if you can keep him on the field for 2 or 3 turns, you win. I've done it where I summoned this and then Mulan Glacia, discarded 2, bounced it back, and then next turn summoned Mulan Glacia again. Bounced it back, summoned Mulan Glacia again. Like, just kept discarding everything in his hand. He was like, damn. He just rage quit. Like, I wasn't even doing damage because I couldn't attack. Bahamut Shark, I make this card more than any card in the extra deck other than Dracossack. I love Bahamut Shark. He helps so much. Big Eye, he's good, really good. I don't make him as much as I should, but I like Dracossack more because it's more protection. and it's nice being able to get rid of problem cards quicker. And then Trite, it's a good card. But yeah, that's the deck. Just missing the 2 Draco Sacks. Probably gonna get those this week off somebody. So yeah, let me know what you think. This is the exact deck list that I'm playing on YuGiOh Pro on that video. So yeah, that'll do it. Take care.